What's up, you guys? Austen here with Truth for Free, and there was an incident with a member of the Williams family. And whereas I would not typically talk about incidents that happen, not because I don't want to talk about it, just because, I don't know, I actually probably really would talk about incidents that happen over at the Williams house, but this one was like a little bit too much, and I couldn't help but make sure that we have a conversation about this because this crap was not okay. Hashtag let's not touch today or ever. Now, the interesting thing about this is that I was actually already planning on doing a series called Moms Do Karate, where I was going to tell you that moms should 100% do karate, and then I was also going to teach you some helpful things that you need to know should people ever like try to attack you. And I got my sensei at my dojo over at Master Studios to partner with us, and we were going to teach you the things because that's important. But life got busy, and I filmed the first one, but I just didn't follow up, and here we are. And now there's been an incident. So this is what happened. One of our family members, her name is Quincy. My husband and I, we raised her, and she is not technically adopted by us, but she is adopted into our family, and she's been a part of our family for 10 years. Anyway, Quincy, who is an adult, she and a friend went to a Jamaican grocery store here locally called B&B Grocery. They just wanted some Jamaican food because they wanted some Jamaican food. And they should be allowed to go and get Jamaican food from the Jamaican grocery food store. That's not a big deal. To be fair, I did call B&B grocery store, and I did ask them to call me back regarding an incident, and I gave them time to call me back, and they have not responded. So here we are. So they go to the Jamaican grocery store, and a guy named he was their cashier, and he was trying to hit on them. They were polite, and Quincy is very sarcastic, and so she was engaging, not consenting, but just engaging, because sometimes it's not worth it to fight. He liked her name, so he started saying, well, that's not your name, that's not your real name. And then he demanded to see her driver's license. But when he demanded to do this, he took her hand and he put his finger on her pressure point in the middle of her palm and pinned her hand down to the counter to where she could not move. As if that's not bad enough, she expressed that it was painful for her, and then she asked him to let go because she actually broke that arm less than a year ago, and so it was extra painful for her. And he continued to add pressure despite the fact that she requested that he stop, and he did not. And then she says, well, I'll show you my ID if you let go. And he's like, well, you need to show me your ID. And she was like, well, my ID is in my back pocket. And he was like, well, then you need to have your girls get your ID so that I can see that your name is actually Quincy, which hashtag none of your business, sir. Unless you're carding her, you don't need to see her ID. You don't even need to know her name. You need to slow down. Sorry, I'll do better. I ain't sorry. So then her friend grabs her ID out of her back pocket because she can't reach her back pocket because her hand is currently pinned to the counter. Then when she goes to try and reach it, he switches hands, he pins her other hand to the counter. Then she's able to show him her ID while trying to cover up the address. But he didn't like that very much, so he snatched it from her while still applying pressure now to her other hand. And so she comes over and she asks what she should do because she knows that I'm a mom who does karate and who's super scrappy and who will teach you all the things if you need to know how to fight, because hashtag boundaries and hashtag personal space and hashtag let's not touch today or ever. Not today, Satan. So here's a little bit of truth for free. Okay, you know what? People need to learn how to respect boundaries. So I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I told her. If somebody pins your hand, then there's a couple of strikes that you need to know how to do. This is a shuto hand, okay? So you shuto strike somebody to the throat. You can shuto strike to the side of the throat. You can cross hand shuto strike right to the throat. Hammer strike them to the temple. Hammer strike is when you literally hammer strike them, pow, to the temple, just like that. Hammer strike to the temple. You can palm heel strike to the nose, to the chin. It doesn't really matter, but you bust them up. If somebody hurts you and they're in your personal space, you have permission to defend yourself. I know that we've been taught that it's rude to hit people, but when people are trying to hurt you, you have permission to defend yourselves. And you just need to know that. You need to know that you 100% of the time have permission to defend yourself when someone is hurting you physically. Okay? Do you hear me? Defend yourself. Let this serve as the introduction to moms should do karate, okay? Because every mom should know some things to teach their children, to teach those closest to them, to keep them safe in a pickle. Because you never know, apparently. You can't go to the grocery store and not be, I'm not even gonna go there, because you know what? We can go to the grocery store. And if somebody does try to get a little crazy, we're gonna be equipped. This is my commitment to you. I'm going to share what I know. I'm going to partner with Master Phil, and we're going to do a series of videos that are going to include how to ward off an attack in a parking lot, how to handle an attack from behind, what to do when someone is grabbing you by your shirt, what to do if somebody attacks you in your car, how to handle an attack from the front. And we're just going to dive into it because we don't gotta live like this. Jesus died so we don't gotta live like this. So this is my commitment to you, my Truth for Freers. We're going to do this together because we're not dealing with these types of incidents anymore. If you would like to join along for Moms Doing Karate, please subscribe below or like and follow this page. You gotta be in it to win it. And by win it, I mean you need to know how to win the fight because we're gonna be fighting up in here. We ain't doing this no more. Amen. Where's the church?
Amen.
Amen. We ain't doing this no more. And also, I'm not always angry, but I just don't like when people take advantage of people. It makes me angry. And so, yes, I'm very passionate in this video. I'm just saying, let's do better, okay?